Good morning, Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle. I look like the Hot Mess Express, right? Meow. There's a lot of noise going on in here, so I apologize because it's too hot for me to be turning it off right now because I'm just gonna pop in and say hi. I am about to get ready to do some filming today, but I also have lots of plant chores to do today, so I figured we would film the plant chores too. Mostly watering. I gotta water everything, but honestly, I never really know what I'm gonna stumble upon. Sometimes there are plants that have some yellowing leaves that need to be cut, or I notice something needs to be repotted, or the leaves need to be cleaned, or you know, we get a lot of cat hair that just kind of like builds up on leaves around here, so I have to wipe down the leaves. Or maybe, unfortunately, I found some pests and they need to be put into the shower and sprayed down, yada yada, all that good stuff. So that is what I have going on. I finally colored my hair a couple of days ago, so it's a little greasy, but we have to fix it with the flat iron. Crash is eating. He's always eating. I have some funny footage of the cats that I can put in here at some point, just for you, Darla, just for you. Anyway, yeah, so the cats are doing good. In case anybody was wondering, they're tolerating each other, still getting more comfortable around each other. He's just like eating all the food all the time. I'm fine. I'm in the middle of cleaning. So things are a little bit messy right now, but I'm gonna be taking you guys with me. Everything is thirsty. Like, everything is thirsty. We still haven't redone these shelves. We're gonna do that maybe next week if I have the energy, because David's kids are gonna be here this week, so I won't really be able to film much with them here. So we're getting the things done today, and then hopefully I'll just have lots of stuff to edit for you all week. Hopefully I can go plant shopping soon. If you guys didn't catch my life update video that I posted, you should definitely go and watch that. I'll link it for you. I mean, if you want to. It wasn't my favorite video to film, and I didn't watch it back because it's really cringy, so hopefully it came out okay. But I don't like watching videos of myself being like emotional and vulnerable. Like, I like doing it for you guys, but and for me too, it's therapeutic, but I don't like to watch it. Is that weird? Anyway, that's my story. So if you didn't catch that, then you don't know that I'm coming off of my anti-seizure medication that I've been on for like a decade, and my brain is a little bit all over the place, to say the least. I'd say that my biggest withdrawal symptoms so far, I think we're just under a week out of like not being on it anymore. And for anybody who was concerned, I did wean myself off of it. I don't know if I mentioned that in the original video, but I did get a lot of comments of people that were concerned, and I appreciate your concern, but I promise I do know what I'm doing. I've been taking my CBD regularly, and I did wean off of it, just not as much as I should have because I didn't have any left. So I did what I could with what I had, and we're almost a week out and I haven't had a withdrawal seizure, so I'd say that we're probably in the safe zone for that. I don't really know. Everything I read said that after like 3 to 6 months you're good, but I haven't even felt like I was gonna have one at all, so like I feel like I'm okay. I haven't had one in over a year now. So, yeah, my biggest withdrawal symptoms have just been like fatigue, brain fog, muscle like weakness. I feel very weak and like spasmy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of twitchy, shaky, things like that. Like my jaw too, like I clench my jaw, things like that. I mean, this is a drug that was affecting my nervous system. So it was like affecting the nerves in my brain. So it's understandable to have all these side effects. But today I feel much more like clear-headed than I have in a while. And my body and my brain are like not on the same page right now. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place. I can try and take it down a notch or two, but there's only so many gummies that I can eat in a day, because these definitely help. I know I've showed you guys like a million times, but my THCO gummies from Premium Jane have been, you see how I'm shaking? Have been like a lifesaver for me, because they don't make me sleepy unless I eat like 3 or 4 of them, but that depends on your tolerance. I urge you to just eat half to start and see how you feel. I have a very high THC tolerance, and these are pretty strong, so I have to take a lot of them to fall asleep. But if I just eat one, like, I'm good, because CBD on its own is great and all, but like, you need a little bit of THC too for it to be like effective, if that makes sense. Like, they go together in the plant for a reason. So I do take these and the CBD at the same time. I don't find that they counteract each other. I just find myself feeling really good. So I definitely recommend these. You can use my code, I think it's just Jungle, for 25% off your first purchase, your first order. So they have lots of really great sales though. Anytime they do have a sale, obviously I'm more than happy to let you guys know. So keep an eye on my Instagram, and I try to post it on my community tab here and stuff like that when they're having good deals, because I'm like a lifelong customer now. They reached out to me to try the products. This is not sponsored, by the way. They don't pay me at all. They just sent me the products for free. These I did buy though, because they sent me 1 bottle and I loved them so much that David and I bought like 4 more. So they're really good too. They taste yummy. They're strawberry banana, and they don't taste like THC gummies normally do, if that makes sense. Like, they don't taste like cannabis. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I need to go get ready, do my hair and makeup, and film some like regular sit down stuff, and then we'll get on with the plant chores, because if I don't do the sit down stuff first, we're never gonna get to it. So I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in a little bit, looking like not a hot mess, but I think I did a pretty good job on my color, right? I did it myself. It was really difficult. I mean, David helped me. He had to hold a mirror up behind me. I think we'll film it next time, because I do his hair and my hair at the same time. So I gotta do highlights next time. This time I just did the color, but you could see I have highlights in here. And then I do the red over it just to kind of give it more dimension. Not that anybody asked, but you guys always compliment my hair, so I figured we would film that on the David and Jack's channel. I have another video ready for you guys. I just haven't edited it yet for our channel. So that'll be coming soon. I don't know when. Maybe over the weekend. I don't even know when you're going to be seeing this, so I can't say. Maybe it's already out. Probably not. But I'm going to shut up now, okay? You're being a bully. He like won't let her eat in peace. Bubba, you can eat what she's done. What happened? Anyway, here's some of what I need to clean. It's fine. They're mad because I moved the carpet. I washed the carpet and I had it hanging out over here for them, but I had to put it back over here where it belongs. But it's all nice and clean now, so that's good. Getting ready for his kids to be here so they could trash the place again. I'm just kidding. Sort of. Not really. Anyway, I'm trying to get footage of the cats. So, what are you guys doing? Can you ever just leave her alone? Hey, psst, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? You okay, Chief? What's going on? Okay. Oh, I just got these in, you guys. I might as well show you really quick. Variegated whale fins. If anybody is interested, definitely DM me, email me. You can message me through Etsy if you don't have, I'm keeping this one for me. If you don't have Instagram, because these are going to be on sale in a few weeks as soon as I give them some time to just not be in a box. Gonna get them into some water, get them nice and hydrated, but I've got a lot of these. Some of them are high variegation, others are lower variegation, but still absolutely stunning. These are the white variegated ones, which I do not ever really see available here at all. So this one's a little wonky. They're gonna vary in price because they vary in size and variegation and the amount of leaves. Like some of them have 2, some of them have 1. This is a really nice one too. So yeah, and some of them are like a little wonky. Some of them are really nice and flat, but they're all really, really stunning. And I don't think that the variegation level really matters, because you see this one is high variegation and the next one came in a little bit lower variegated. So like, I really don't think that it matters. I think that one of these lower variegated ones could absolutely pop out a more highly variegated leaf. So there are 12 of them. I do have a wait list. There are a few people on it already, so definitely reach out to me if that's something that you are interested in, so that when they are ready, I can let you know before they go on Etsy, so that you can have first dibs, or whatever number you are in line, you will be able to choose out of what's left. I'm going to label these A, B, C, D, so on and so forth, like I usually do, and then y'all can pick the ones you want. So they're going to vary anywhere from like $80 for like a smaller one to, you know, like 120, 25 for a larger one. Something higher variegation might be a little bit more. This one has 2 leaves, so that'll be a little bit more. Things along those lines. So I just got these in the mail yesterday. They came really nice. I just opened them up really quickly last night, so I still have to take all the paper off and get them hydrated, but they're fine. They're perfectly stiff and happy. So I also like really screwed up my Hindu rope. We'll talk about that in another video. I thought I was doing good things for it, and apparently I just burnt it. So there's no more mealybugs though. Yeah. Okay, y'all. We're back. My face looks better now, right? I've been like breaking out like crazy lately. I don't know if it's because like the water is different in Connecticut than it is in New York. Is that a thing? It's also like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. I'm not using anything different. So I am like close to that time of the month, but you could see like the texture of my skin is just like really shitty. Everybody's always like, you have such a nice skin. And I'm like, no, you guys, it's good makeup and lighting. It's really crappy skin. But yeah, that's my story for right now. I just finished filming some stuff for you guys. That's why we're sitting here. I put my Pumpkin Town shirt back on. Pumpkin Town, USA. I can't wait to go again in October. I can't believe that was the first time I went to Paul's and Sandy's. Was in October of last year for Pumpkin Town. It feels like forever ago, doesn't it? That's like one of my favorite videos ever. And apparently you guys like it too, because it's one of my most popular videos. So anyway, I have a lot of watering to do. You guys have already seen like my watering routine for the most part, but I figured this one is different because we can actually like talk through it. Last time David's kids were here, so I was just kind of like filming while I was wandering around, and he was working and doing stuff, so like there was a lot of noise in the background. So I couldn't film audio, but I figured now we can. The air conditioning is on. I am sorry. I can't. I turn it off for like the sit down film videos, even though the dishwasher was on like most of the time, but I can't do it while I'm doing chores. Like I'm already like overheated. So, and the sun is starting to come in already with these west facing windows because it's like almost 2:30, so we're running out of time. But it's okay. So, I already showed you guys all my snake plants that I got and my really sad Hindu rope, but that's for another video that I've been filming. I tried to save it, but I think I made it worse. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna like water the plants. So let me bring you over here. Try and move you. Oop, my penny. Miss Penny's in there. So you could see, I guess we'll start over here again. Let me move you up. This is so complicated. I really... Can you even see me? I feel like you can't even see what I'm doing. But I'm gonna fill up my watering can, and I'm wearing pajama pants that are like kind of see-through, so don't judge me. I don't feel like changing them. Just cover my butt with my shirt. So I like to use like room temperature water if I can. I should probably fertilize. I don't think I did last time. So I'm gonna go get my fertilizer, but I'm gonna take you with me so you can see where I keep everything. So this is our little closet here that has like, it's probably loud because this is where like the air thing is. So this is my little utility cart that has all my stuff on it, and I try to keep everything organized, but just my fertilizer. So that's that. Nothing really super exciting, but I figured I'd show you where I keep everything. Super easy for me to get to. This is the espoma that I've been using for quite some time now. And all I do is just a little bloop, just like that. And then it smells terrible because it's actually literally made out of manure. So that's fine. It's literally liquid poo. But it also has the non-plant food ingredients, all of the good bacteria and stuff like that. So that's really good as well. Your plants definitely need that. But otherwise, it's a pretty mild, all-purpose fertilizer. Sorry if I'm a little shaky. I've definitely been having a hard time vlogging and holding up the camera. Yeah, but otherwise everything seems to be going okay. So I guess we'll water the plants on the shelf over there first where we just were. So let's go do that. Okay, so this is pretty self-explanatory, right? Like, I'm just gonna water my plants. So my ficus definitely needs water. I brought back this triangularis from like the brink of death, so definitely not trying to kill it again. We've got a little baby Wayeti here. All of these are in containers where they can be watered where they are. I usually do this once a week, and then once a month I will take them out and make sure everything is good. Give them a good clean, wipe down the leaves, check on, make sure there's no water. You know, you're supposed to go back and check to make sure there's no water sitting in the bottom of the pot. I don't usually have that problem. If you are a beginner, I definitely recommend doing that. But I've kind of like got down how much water the plant needs for the most part, depending on like the size of the container it's in. So I don't really have a lot of excess sitting at the bottom, if that makes sense. So these ones here are in self-watering pots. It hasn't been watered in a hot minute, as you can tell. So I take this out. It's just in a terracotta with no drainage, and I fill this up just a little bit less than halfway. Water displacement. Eureka! Okay, anyway, this is my Enjoy Pearls and Jade Glacier. They're all the same. She's definitely a thirsty bitch. So, but I've got another video coming about that. Is that a Hoya bloom? Where did you even come from? And then up here we've got my Hoya retusa, aka Hoya grass. My Hoya Matilde, I did just water her recently, but I'll give her another quick little sippy sip with some fertilizer. I just repotted her, so I don't know when, like, the order in which these videos are coming out, but I'll show you her really quick. Just did a video with her. She's super cute. This is just kind of temporary here. Got a couple of different cacti. Fungus gnat. Get off of there, you. A couple of different little cacti over here. Some pickles. I don't give them a ton because they're small. But you do need to thoroughly water your cacti. That's a thing. Some burrow's tail. This thing does not move. Does not move from this spot. If I moved it from this spot, it would fall apart. Up here is the Ficus Audrey. We have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes she loves me and she explodes with growth. Other times she hates me and she dies or just drops all her leaves. So I don't really know what her problem is, but I don't have time for it. So then we've got some more cacti over here. I don't go crazy with these just because they don't get a lot of light. I do need to move them. I'm going to be redoing these shelves with you guys soon, so all the cacti that I have here are actually going to come off of here and go in the window where the light is brighter, and I'm going to pull all the foliage plants away from the bright light because they don't like it, and put them on the shelves also because it'll just fill them up more. I've been doing that a little bit more over here, you'll see, and up here you can't really see well, but I have my Syndapsis splash up here and the Manjula, so they fill in that shelf nicely. But first we have my little Memoria over here. This is a super underrated Hoya. Super cute little splashy leaves. They're nice and smooth, which I enjoy. I have a larger hanging one in the bedroom, but this one's really cute too. And they get sun-stressed and like kind of maroon. I had some of this in my Etsy shop. Recently just sold out. Some splash. I have to refill this. Go get more water because this is a tiny little watering can because my bigger one had a leak in the bottom. So this is, I can water like what, a handful of plants with this. I watered like 3 shelves worth of plants. Takes me a while. Okay, I'm gonna see if I could do it this way for you for a minute without dropping anything. The Manjula. We don't want to give her too much because she doesn't actually have drainage, but she's been like thriving in here, so I don't think she minds. Don't come at me. David potted her in there against my, you know, telling him not to. Oh shit, does that have drainage? I don't know. Is it the corn Cob Euphorbia? My little baby Monstera just put out a new leaf. Little baby Deliciosa. I've had this cutting for forever and it was in such a tiny pot that it just stayed little. So I up potted it and hopefully it'll grow. This is my little penis cactus. Just need some water. It's tiny. And this is a Dischidia that I saved from the brink of death. This Euphorbia Ghost doesn't do anything. We're just gonna give it a little sippy sip because she doesn't have a thing. This down is heavy. Okay, so up here is my Silvery Ann. We've got my Ficus Burgundy, Euphorbia, ZZ, Hoya, another ZZ, and another Hoya. So I'm gonna water those. This Hoya is taking off. I absolutely love this. I love this too. It's obviously for a garden, but you guys know I say good times all the time, so I had to have it. This Chelsea is absolutely beautiful. These fire sticks I'm going to move to the window so they can get sun stressed. And then down here I have these Micans cuttings that I just took recently because mine was getting crazy long. I'm supposed to go up here though. Aren't they so cute? I love them. So I mean, if you're interested and you want these, I'd be willing to sell this little bundle once they're all nice and rooted of these little Micans cuttings. They're usually about like 25 bucks for a bundle like that. So we've got another Chelsea down here. This was a cutting from a different one. Ooh, she's thirsty. She's really thirsty. A cutting from a different one that I gave David like years ago when we first started talking. So it's actually different from this one. This one has darker green leaves than this one, and they're a little flatter. This one's a little cuppier. So I always find it funny how different Hoya specimens can be. This is one of my little Dischidias over here too. Oiantha. No, this is a different one. The other one's in the window. But she's cute. I like Dischidia because they're similar to Hoyas in care and the way they grow. She's definitely looking a little sad right now. I probably waited too long to water her. But that's okay. Got little euphorbs up here. Little snake plants that have been living in this jar for too long. They weren't supposed to stay in there for that long. David's barrel cactus. I can't water here because it doesn't have drainage, and I do need to give it like a good soak just to like wet the cactus and clean the cactus. So there's a couple of other little babies here, an opuntia, a little aloe. This one has a little sticker on the bottom, so don't worry, the water's not going to come out. Some weird Haworthia that I don't remember the name of. The air plants David just soaked recently. These are my obesa babies. Super cute little things, aren't they? Drain. Drain. Can't sit in water like that, boo. This is like the worst soil ever. Yeah, so that's really it. This one's funny because like the water will come out the bottom. Looks like it's peeing. Where is it? Girl, are you that thirsty that you're not gonna come out the bottom? There you go. Ooh, looks like it's peeing, right? I'm sure crabs don't pee like that, but I like that it has a saucer because most of these ones on feet, planters on feet usually don't, and then I can't like really pot anything directly into it. So that was the issue we had with this one, but he insisted we have more than one of these pots because we did this thing when we first started hanging out where we would go shopping together and we would buy two of the same thing because we tend to like a lot of the same things. We have the same taste for like the most part. So now that I've moved in like 2 years later, I have two of lots of things. Because who would have known that, you know, this guy who was becoming my best friend was going to end up being my boyfriend? Because I sure as hell didn't anticipate that happening at all. So, yeah. Especially because he was married when we met. I'm just saying. But anyway, back to watering plants. Okay, I put you back in the stand. Okay, ignore my pile of dirty laundry. Let's just move away from it. How about that? Because I need to water the rest of the plants on this shelf, and I can't hold you while I do it. So I've got a little variegated lipstick plant down here that I think I forgot to water the last time around because it's looking really sad and we've lost some leaves. So I do like to go through, and I carry like a little trash can with me. It's very hard to do all of these things because I only have two hands. Usually David helps me at least with the watering can, filling it up, and especially up the loft when I gotta water everything in the greenhouse. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get one of those. So this is normal. I forgot to water it for like a week or two, but it's fine. I'm just glad it's still alive because I tend to kill these. And I don't know why, because I treat them the same as my Hoyas and the rest of my plants, but lipstick plants and I just don't seem to get along. I have another one in the greenhouse that is just coming back to life. The black pagoda is just growing like these cute little new baby leaves because it hated me. So I was like, let me just throw it in the greenhouse and see what happens. If it dies, it dies. If it lives, then it lives. Like at this point, I just don't care. So throw these out. Okay. And then I've got another one of these little like self-watering things for this. This was my looking glass begonia. I didn't want to leave. It doesn't seem to want to come back. This stem died, but it's like rooted, so I gotta cut it. It doesn't want to. It's fine. Everything is fine. I don't have enough hands, but these are cool. They're aesthetic and all, but fungus gnats. If that's going to be my one takeaway from self-watering pots, which I'm going to do a different video on because I know I promised you guys like an update like a long time ago on like how the plants are doing, other plants and stuff. They're doing well. They're very happy, my begonias, in self-watering pots. And I have another one that I'm going to pot something into. I just don't know what. I'm thinking maybe my big Cracklin' Rosie because it's a floor plant. And this is a big self-watering pot on like feet. So I'm thinking that might be a good idea. But I also got these little ones on Amazon a while back, if you guys remember. So I think they're working. I mean, this one's definitely happy. It wasn't happy because I waited too long to refill it, but it's definitely growing and it's filled out. And it's pretty easy to tell when you need to put more water in it. So I'd say if you're looking for more aesthetically pleasing ones, I got these on Amazon. They weren't cheap. They come in a pack of 2. But they're definitely way cuter than like the plastic ones. So no drainage because the terracotta is porous, so it absorbs through the pot. What else? I have my snake plants. Just want to see how those are looking. We repotted these together not long ago and they're doing well. I still haven't cleaned them up. They're on the bottom shelf, so they're just completely covered in cat hair. Woo! I tend to take a lot of my plants into the shower with me for this reason because it's like so hard to keep them clean, but there's still some sand stuck in there and stuff that I need to get out. And so, but otherwise they're doing really well. They're happy. Super cute. Very happy little plants. So I'm going to give those a little sippy sip. Nothing crazy because it hasn't been that long. And this soil is very peaty, if you remember. So down here I have one of my Hoya Crimson Queens. This is the one that I got because it has like the wider leaves, although it is growing like just more narrow ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter. These nice cute little creamy ones over here. So I'm gonna give her some sippy sips. These all need to be wiped down. They're covered in cat hair. It's funny. Hilarious. And then wow, this guy's really sad. This guy I'm gonna need to like soak in the sink. But that's okay because we have to go fill up. This is the only Peperomia obtusifolia that has survived. It doesn't grow, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't die, it just lives like this, and it stays like this. This is from David's mom. She gave him a cutting of her plant a while back. Oh no, shoot, look, it is growing. I lied. There's a little baby leaf. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay, I killed so many of these when I first started collecting plants, you guys. And then we just have one of these snake plants. I think it's a something owl. White owl. Something along those lines. It's got some new leaves. Looking all like sage green in there. I think I'm starting to like renew my thing for snake plants. I'm not gonna lie. Because I have a couple of cuties over here. I'll turn you around and show you the ones that I have over here on top of Penny. Because I don't think I've shown you those. in any of my videos recently. So let me just go refill this and soak this in the sink, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my situation that I have going on here. This was my really beautiful Monstera acuminata from Home Depot, but it's not very beautiful anymore, so it's getting thrown away. It couldn't take it in the greenhouse. It was just too bright in there, and it was too thirsty, and I couldn't be bothered with it anymore, to be honest with you. So up here I have my Moonshine Sansevieria. She's definitely like, oh my god, look, on the struggle bus. Cat, your fur is everywhere, little girl. Everywhere. You're lucky you're cute. Oh my gosh, she sheds like crazy. Crush doesn't shed as much, but her fur, as soon as you touch her, there's just fur everywhere. Fur everywhere. Like it's just floating through the air. You're so cute. Yes, you are. And you're so sweet. And I love that little pink nose. Can I see it? There it is. Oh my god, look at it. Look at it. Look at that little pink nose. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. But yeah, her hair gets everywhere. Okay, so yeah, there's that. That happens. These need to be wiped down for sure. I need to get those like gloves. It's microfiber gloves. This is one of the ones I got from Succulent Asia. Also looking like it needs to be dusted. So that's great. But it looks good otherwise, like it's happy. Super dusty, but it's happy. This is the reality of living with cats. This is my little Ripsalis that I don't know the name of, but I potted it in here because look, isn't it cute? It looks like it's like under the sea, right? Like coral, it looks like coral, and I'm not mad about it. This is an agave that I don't know the name of. This was a purchase on David's part. And then this is my global green that's really thirsty. This is a really hot window, so she needs water all the time. I don't really know what is going on with you, girl. That doesn't look good. I think I'm gonna take her into the bathroom and spray her down with Captain Jack's just to be safe, because she looks like she's got something going on here. And I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's inconsistent watering or what, but this is what I mean when I say that the plant chores kind of just happen naturally. Like I don't usually plan these things, but if I see it, obviously, normally I would like wipe this down first, like at least in the sink. But I happen to have a little bit of Captain Jack's mixed up here from yesterday, so just gonna give it a quick little spray. I gotta get the undersides of the leaves too, but I can't do that with the phone in my hand, so just spray the tops of them for now, and I'll come back and finish later. I was just cleaning this guy up because there's literally always mealybugs on it. And it's very frustrating. So I was just giving her a nice good clean, like I have to do like once a week, because no matter how many times I spray her, the mealybugs just keep on coming back. I don't know how they survive. I really don't. I really genuinely do not. So I need to go over her and wipe her down again before I put her back in the greenhouse. But she's growing and she's happy, but her new leaves are just like always riddled with mealybugs. And then I also have these from my recent import, you guys. I cut all of these into like one leafers, the latifolia. This one is absolutely stunning, massive. Look at that thing, it's huge. It's like the size of my face, right? Massive. And it's beautiful. So hopefully these root nice and quickly. And everything else is doing well in here. Everything's in moss. So yeah, there's that. Got a couple of like leaf losses probably, but otherwise we're looking good. Parviflora lost a couple of leaves, but you know, it happens. That's just kind of part of importing plants. So I've got some cute smaller latifolias over here. These have all been sprayed down already, so I just need to bring them up into the greenhouse. I've had them sitting here where they can get some bright indirect light. After they've been in a box for a long time, you don't want to put them into direct light. You might shock the plant. So I like to keep them where they're getting ambient light or like indirect light for a little while before bringing them up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring them up and put them just kind of in front of the greenhouse so that they're getting some of the light, but they're not directly underneath it. And then like a day or two from now, I'll put them properly like in the greenhouse. But I do also want to show you what's going on in the greenhouse. I just need to water these plants over here first really quickly, because this is what happens. I get sidetracked by a plant, and then I get sidetracked by another thing, and then I forget the original thing that I was doing, which was watering my plants. So these guys are definitely really thirsty. It's so dusty and gross up here. I really need to clean it. Little Miss Penny's in here hiding. Hi, girl. You're so cute. My snake plants I like to water at least once a week. I try not to go longer than that. They do like getting watered regularly. The thing with them is that you just have to be consistent. So I have a video that I'm gonna do about that though, if you're having a hard time with snake plants, because I've killed a few, and then I sorted out why and how, and I've been fine ever since. So there's that. I'll water the global green when it's done. And then up in here, it's backlit, so you're not gonna be able to see very well, but let me get rid of this dead piece. Little Miss has a hidey hole up here. She's not in it right now because she's over there. You're so cute. But she doesn't eat plants, so it's safe to have a couple up here near her. So again, these need to be cleaned. They're just completely covered in cat hair. This is where my species affinity Bertoni lives. I got a vacuum. I just vacuumed this yesterday, but it's already got more dead blooms. I was just filming a video with it, so it's over there. I gotta water it. So yeah, this guy's definitely really thirsty. You can tell. I've got one of my Ripsalis up there. I watered that not too long ago, so I think it should be okay. I'm not gonna water my hanging plants today. Just watered them recently, and they are bigger, so they don't need to be watered as much. Oh Jesus, no. Okay, so that was almost potentially really bad, and we don't need to tell David about it because the water started dripping like literally right next to his like really expensive computer that he put together himself, and it's like the one thing that he was like, just be careful with the plants up there. I can't have water dripping down. I had no idea that the water was gonna come out of the bottom of the pot like that, so thankfully I caught it, and everything is fine, but I don't even want to freak him out by telling him that it happened because everything is fine. So I brought them over to the sink because we're not going to water them up there ever again. So also wanted to rehydrate this guy, so I watered it, but I also put it into a cup of water so that the terracotta can sit in there for a little while and hopefully bring this sad little Chelsea back to life. This was a cutting from like my original hanging basket. So I don't know what's wrong with my Audrey. I think she's getting too much sun in that window, so I'm gonna pull her back and hopefully that helps. She's definitely not thrilled about life. This is David's Chineki. I gave them a nice little shower and a soak. I have to take this sad leaf off the bottom of the Audrey. Throw her out. My African violet is blooming though, you guys. Isn't she cute? Pretty little flowers. She's been in bloom for like a month now straight, so not mad about it. She's not variegated anymore. All of her variegated leaves died back for the most part, except for that one. But that's okay because her flowers are pretty and she was only $4. So these are some of the cacti and stuff we've got going on in the window. I'm not gonna like really show that to you guys right now. All of this needs to be cleaned up. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here, but that's all in another video. So I showed you guys how I get up here to water these. That is my Taneki. I had to turn her around because she was facing, all the leaves were facing one direction, so I rotated her and now she looks like she's in a timeout. The Ceropagia sandersonii on the plank behind her needs to come down, and I need to do something with it because it's just kind of like hanging now. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to propagate it, I think. But we've got 2 more ZZ Ravens. We've got 1, 2, 3. So eventually I do need to pot all of them up and put them into this Buddha planter, I think. We've got Rhaphidophora, Hoya hanging out up here, crazy Euphorbia, bunch of snake plants. You guys know, this is my little ficus, fiddle leaf fig that David keeps trying to get me to throw out and I won't do it. So my Syndapsis splash is doing really well since I cut it. It's definitely very happy here, looking really cute and full and bushy, and I'm not mad about it. Her cuttings are ready now if you guys are interested. I don't have them listed up on Etsy, but I do have them available for $10 a node. Each node has a leaf of varying size. They can be big, they can be small, but $10 a node on those. They get cheaper the more you buy. So if you're interested in that, definitely DM me and we can figure it out if you want some. So there is that. Not all of it is rooted yet, so I have to go through and pick out the cuttings that are rooted. Some of them have rooted, others have not, but I have a whole entire bucket full of them because this plant was like down to here. So this Brazil, it keeps turning and it's really irritating me. I want you to face this way, please. Thank you. Okay. She's out of control. Absolutely out of control. Oh, and I wanted to show you my Micans too. I know I showed you in the last video, but she's growing these like crazy aerial roots and they're still growing. Look at, you see those new tips? I don't know why. It must be really humid in here. It sure as hell feels like it. But these newer leaves are really nice and healthy. She's got tons of new growth coming out of the top. Absolutely love her with this cute little tray leaf heart-shaped trellis in there. And then in the bedroom, ignore my mess. I need to water. Hi, what's going on, baby? What? Thump. What? You want me to pet you in the sun? Yeah? No? Make up your mind. Okay. Somebody wants to be pet in the sun. He's like, oh, you're in here? So you're gonna pet me? He's always looking for her though. She's out there in her usual spot. Up on her tree. You're so precious. Yeah. Don't sass me. I was coming in here to show people the plants. But they get mad at me if I don't show you. They want to see you because you're cuter than the plants, apparently. And you're chunkier than the plants. You're just big belly. You're just big belly. You're such a big belly. Okay, can mommy finish filming and then we can pet and do all the lovin's? You can come hang out with me on the couch. We gotta cut your nails. You stuck again? Let me see. Ooh, they're so long. They're not. I just say that. I don't know why. Yeah, we need to redo my Hoya cabinet too, by the way, so that's a video I'm probably gonna do soon. I'm literally gonna take everything out, clean all the glass, and then put everything back in because a lot of them need to be repotted. So here is what is going on. This light strip does not want to stay stuck, so it just always falls down, but that's okay. I've got a very full cabinet. As they get bigger, I've been taking them out and putting them in the greenhouse, but there's definitely a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of tendrils. They need trellises. I have a big, huge box here of trellises, like trellises on trellises, you guys. She sent me her whole entire collection because I'm helping her out with something. And also stay tuned, these are from Botany Bay. Stay tuned for a giveaway. I just got new clips, trellises. I gotta go and get my soil amendments, and then we are gonna repot until we can't repot anymore. Right, Bubba? What do you think? No? Okay, somebody's being sassy. Yeah. Anyway, hi. I have a lot going on over here. I've got some snake plants in water. I've got some cuttings of Syndapsis and Adansonii in water. It looks like it needs more water. It's okay. My modern botanical frame, Santherium. My Himalamina hasn't really come back the way I was hoping it would. The new leaves aren't really, they're either just like not unfurling or they come in like this. So I don't really know what her issue is, because I had her in the greenhouse and she wasn't doing anything. So I was like, I need space in here. So I took her out of the greenhouse thinking it wouldn't really matter. But now I'm not really sure, and I'm not thrilled because she was really beautiful, and I'm sad about it because I waited too long to water her. So anyway, my Marble Queen is in desperate need of some water, but look at these leaves, you guys. She's not even a Marble Queen, let's be real. This is a Snow Queen. They're the same thing, but like they tend to call it a Snow Queen when there's more creamy variegation. Like look, they look minty. Those are like mint green leaves. Is that not stunning? So stunning. Like all the new growth is coming in more cream with just green splashes, and I'm not mad about it. But she's definitely super thirsty. You could tell she's really droopy, so we need to do that. I just cut this obovata because it was growing really wonky. It was pissing me off, so hopefully she grows some new normal leaves. This is my Manjula. She's doing well since we repotted her. Super cute. She's throwing out some new creamy leaves for me here. Not mad about it. I've got a really old Dracaena. This was one of the first plants that I bought. I almost killed it, tried to kill it, couldn't kill it. This thing won't die. So now I water it and it's growing. So it'll probably be like a tree one day, and I'll just be like, I tried to kill it and it wouldn't die. My global green, no, not global, my golden pothos, that I think we equally hate each other. So it doesn't grow. It doesn't do anything. But this girl, whoo, look at her. She put out 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. 3 new leaves since being here. So these were her old ones from my place, and these are her new, perfect, beautiful, gorgeous leaves that she just put out all at the same time. Literally all 3 of them at the same time. And I'm not mad about it. I had to move her down here because she needs more space for all that foliage. I had her up here, swapped her out with this Aglaonema frosted, whatever, ghost, frosty, the snowman's ghost, because it was getting too tall to be down there. So it worked out well. She's putting out lots of new growth, and she is absolutely stunning. I love this plant. So, my string of hearts, looking cute. I just really love this setup. My pearls, they were so little when I got them, you guys, and I'm really proud of myself for not killing these, because I tend to do that. But I do have a video on my channel about how to not kill your string of plants. I do the best with pearls and hearts, it seems. I just love how pink these are. Aren't they so cute? Obsessed with these little pink leaves. My Baltic blue, my green elastica is doing well in here. She's definitely, hopefully her leaves will keep getting even bigger. I think maybe she needs to go into a bigger pot. Get rid of these dead little baby leaves from the bottom. My neon pothos is on the struggle bus. When we had the thrip issue, she lost a lot of her leaves, but she's nice and full down here. So I'm thinking that I might, one of these days when I have it in me, just completely chop her and reroot these vines and just like plant them back in the top, because she does also have new growth coming from the top. I definitely need to sort her out. She used to be one of my favorite plants, but the thrips definitely did a number on her, so hopefully we can return her to all of her glory. She's definitely thirsty. If you're wondering what thirsty plants look like, that would be those. So, this Aglaonema is always covered in mealybugs, and I don't understand how that happened. Like, why? Why? That is so gross. So, we're gonna have to spray her down. I don't think there are on any of the plants around it. I haven't seen any, at least. This Peru, got a sad leaf back here we can get rid of. Just gonna die. She's doing well. She's putting out new leaves that don't have mealybugs, thankfully, so that's good. I've got my Syndapsis Silver Hero here. I have some cuttings of this rooting for you guys. I've got my Syngonium Albo and the little confetti that's not doing well, but it is putting out a new leaf, so hopefully it'll be okay because it's really cute. And then I have this Peperomia incana that I need to do something with. It's putting out little growth points down there, so I guess maybe it'll branch off. And then I've got this Aglaonema chocolate. Look at that leaf. I know, this turned into like a little bedroom plant tour because to hold it while I water them is a real pain in the butt. This is it looks the same as the Peru maybe at first glance, but this is the Monstera pinnati partita. So the leaves will get a little bit bigger on that one than the Peru. And that's really it for these shelves. And here, and the only other plants that we have here in the bedroom are this variegated string of hearts up here, and then we have this really sad Rhaphidophora Hoya that's growing around the plank and coming out the other side. So there's that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got some other plants in the window here that need to be watered. My Exotica is thirsty as hell. My Ripsalis, this other neon, this one's David's. This cactus keeps like wanting to bloom, but the bloom always dries up, and I don't really know why, because I water this one pretty regularly. It's in a bright window, so it gets warm. My begonia maculata is coming back, so I'm not mad about that. She's putting out some new leaves. Got this really cute little hanging guy. It's another Ripsalis that I can't remember the name of. My Obscura is stunning. Look at this thing. Stunning. And then these are my cacti. I feel like I never show you guys my cacti, but here's a quick little peek at majority of my cacti. I will show you all of them when I rearrange everything. So I'm going to be swapping everything on this shelf for that shelf and vice versa. So that when you walk in the apartment, because this is the front door, it's like this really beautiful shelf filled with Hoya. So I just want to fill it with like more things that are vertical, if that makes sense, like that little terrarium over there and stuff like that, so that it kind of fills in this space better, because we're not going to be hanging anything from here like we are over there. So I want to try and fill in this vertical space. I mean, we absolutely can. The Hoyas, there are very few Hoyas that can actually handle this bright light and like it. Like my Hoya, the other Hoya Obscura I have over here, she's getting nice and sun-stressed. Isn't she cute? My weird aloe. Got a little obovata hanging out over here. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to take care of this. This one I'm not going to spray with Captain Jack's, because Captain Jack's doesn't actually help with mealybugs. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. So I'm going to use my alcohol, neem, and Castile soap solution on this one and try and wipe down each leaf individually to get everything off. This one I had underneath some hanging Hoyas, so that's probably what happened. It probably fell onto the plant, so that's fun, because they're not usually prone to foliage plants, but they will anyway. But they usually go for my Hoyas because those are much juicier. So that's my story for today. No, it's not. I lied. I gotta bring these Hoyas up in the greenhouse. I want to show you what's going on in the greenhouse, so let's go up the ladder. and check it out so I can show you my new shelf. It's not organized yet, but I at least want to show you the new shelf that we put up yesterday. Woo! Okay, so this is the begonia crackling rosy that I was telling you about that I'm going to put in a self-watering pot, I think, because it's still in its nursery container. And it's huge. This thing is massive. So I also didn't know that Crackling Rosie was like a person or something, or like a famous person. I don't know. We were watching something the other night and they said it, and I was like, wait, I have a begonia named that. So here's what's going on in the greenhouse. I think probably the most exciting thing aside from my new Hoya shelf, you guys, look at my new Hoya shelf. Isn't it cute? My Meredithii put out a new leaf. I'm not mad about it. Lots of tendrils going on already. They all need trellises. I haven't finished yet. This is just kind of temporary. These are the ones that are gonna get sun stressed. So I've got like my Sunrise, my Icensis, Bordenii over there. Those are gonna get nicely sun stressed right there. So, and the other Hoyas that don't want this super bright light, I'm either gonna like keep to the corners or still keep them like down here. But I have all my philodendrons over here now, except for these Hoyas don't want direct light like that. My Squammy, this chick is huge. I just had taken her out. I found spider mites on some plants in here, so I've been spraying things down, but I think it's time to get some beneficial bugs for in here because I can't deal. My Monstera elbow put out this new beautiful leaf. Isn't it stunning? Look at all that cream. I love this little green splotch right here too. So I gave her a little extra pole to grow on. My variegated giganteum is growing new leaves and she's super cute. Varicosum, my lupinum, my tordum put out this new leaf too, is looking absolutely stunning. My Syndapsis silver lady is growing. Lots of fun stuff going on in here. But my Jose, what are you doing? Put out this leaf. Sorry, the fan is right here. That's like all cream with just a couple of little green splotches. So I'm slightly irritated because that's not necessarily a good thing for the plant. So I'm hoping that the next leaf that comes out, because it looks like it's already pregnant here with another leaf, is gonna be more green. Don't get me wrong, I love a variegated leaf, but this is not sustainable for the plant, like at all. So I don't know if it's getting too much light, if I should like put it on the floor maybe, but that's gonna require me like, I gotta take a lot of this stuff out of here and then just put it back in. I have this little Hoya elliptica down here. One of them fell over. And the tendril grew and now it's wrapping around this pole. So I don't even know what to do. My Monstera dubia is getting massive. Here's my pagoda that I was telling you about. That's on the struggle bus. So I don't know, everything in here is doing pretty good though. My Pink Princess put out this beautiful leaf, but of course it came out damaged, so hopefully this next one is going to be like just as beautifully variegated. Look at how dark. Don't they have another name for that they try to like scam people into buying, even though it's still just the Pink Princess, but the leaves look darker? Because like this one looks more green. This one looks like black and pink, doesn't it? It's kind of cool. But this keeps happening when they unfurl, so hopefully this new guy here is going to be really beautiful for me because I want to love this plant, but I'm having a hard time. So my philodendron compo sportuanum is all over the place. Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? It needs a pole, but I'm just gonna have to chop it up at this point because it's just like these internodes are insane. So if you're looking for that, I've got it. The newest leaf on this Variegated Monstera is stunning. Stunning. I'm obsessed. It's much more variegated than the other ones. So I'm really not mad about it. And the Standeliana aurea too. New leaves are coming out nice and variegated with that beautiful yellow. Can't say the same for the Pariso. This is the newest leaf. Not looking great compared to the older ones, but hopefully this next one here will be better. Oh, my Hoyas, you guys, I gotta give you a Hoya update from my home nature. I've got some variegated string of heart propagations. I put them in here hoping they would get pink. These are David and I's tetraspermas. I chopped them and like just kept the potted stumps, and they're growing. Look at them. I accidentally knocked over this leaf the other day, but it's growing and it's super cute. It's putting out a new one anyway, so I'm not mad about it. I have the propagations over here in perlite, but I just thought this was so cute. They're growing these little baby leaves. So Squammy too, growing little baby leaves. But my fuzzy petiole is getting huge. I just found spider mites on here, so I think that's the source of the discoloration on the leaves, but otherwise, look at those fuzzy petioles. Not as fuzzy as this beast, but still fuzzy and beautiful. So I need to get a picture of this next time I take it out of the greenhouse, and I'm holding it up because I feel like you can't even tell how massive it is in here. So that's what I've got going on in the greenhouse. I just wanted to show you my new shelf that David put up for me. This is actually like a closet organizer shelf that we cut to size to fit in here. So I'm not mad at it. I've got some more grow lights if needed for down here. This is temporary. Everything's kind of temporary. Everything's kind of on the floor because I need to add trays and stuff. It's hard to keep them on. These are very like wide holes. Also, look at this reverted global green. Look at that variegation. Isn't that stunning? I'm kind of obsessed with it. This is in my Etsy shop right now, but I'm like tempted to keep it. But if you want it, it's fully rooted in moss. So there's that. Oh, Jesus, piss. Oh, my snake scales died too, by the way. The only plants that came alive from Aroid Market, that order, shriveled up and died despite keeping them in a high humidity situation. So yeah, that's a thing. I told them that, I'm literally sweating. I told them that they need to let them root before they send them to more people. Oh, I just wiped all my makeup off my neck. That's very attractive. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you here because clearly I need to go take a shower. But I appreciate you, and I hope that you enjoyed this little plant chore vlog with me today, because Lord knows I probably wouldn't have done these things without you. And I still need to water like literally all the plants and clean and do all the things before David gets home later with the kids, so that there's like room for them, you know, so they can live and eat dinner at the table without plants being on it. So the trouble is, like, I don't have anywhere to work, so the kitchen table is also my work desk. So yeah, it's fine with just the two of us because we can eat like on the couch in front of the TV and whatever, but it is nice to be able to sit down at the table and eat dinner. So anyway, I'm gonna go. It's an interesting view from up here. Cats sleeping, plants that need to be watered, vacuum. My cat keeps moving the water dish to the middle of the floor, and I don't know why. I don't know what his issue is, but that's fine. Everything is fine. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. Let me know what other like kind of chore videos you want to see. Like, what else do you want to see in the videos? I'm not really good at this because I'm not usually filming this sort of thing, and I only have two hands. I think it would be easier maybe if David was here to help me, like film me just like running around doing some of the chores instead of me having to move the camera all the time and try and figure out how to set you up at an angle where you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, open to suggestions. If you have any, let me know what you want to see next when it comes to like plant chores, because really, realistically, I water my plants once a week, so there's always plant watering to do. But I hope that you enjoyed the little mini tour of all the plants in my bedroom and some of my favorite plants in the greenhouse and new leaves and stuff looking cute. So yeah, there's a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. If not, there's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me and donate a couple bucks to my channel. Let me know that you appreciate the content so I can go get like an iced tea or something when I'm out. 'Cause Lord knows I get parched and it's hot. It's so hot. I need to close these windows. The sun is like beating in here already. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon and it's only gonna get hotter. So anyway, let me get back to the rest of my house chores, not just plant chores. I gotta do some deep cleaning around here too. And yeah, if you watched this whole entire video, leave me the little raindrop emojis in honor of watering my plants. And I hope I see you in the next one.